Welcome, dear viewer, to our enlightening exploration on unmasking narcissism. Today, we embark on a journey to unravel the enigma that is the narcissistic personality. What do narcissists really care about? Is it fame? Is it power? Is it wealth? Or is it something else entirely? In this video, we will delve into the narcissist's world, a world characterized by self-interest, materialistic tendencies, a hunger for power and control, and an obsession with image and reputation. We will strip away the layers of their complex persona one by one to reveal the truth behind their actions and attitudes. First, we will explore the narcissistic self-interest, a trait that defines and drives their every action. Then we will discuss their materialistic tendencies, a facet of their personality that's as fascinating as it is unsettling. Next, we will delve into their need for power and control, a hunger that's insatiable and all-consuming. And finally, we will examine their obsession with image and reputation, a fixation that dictates their interactions and relationships. But before we begin, remember that narcissism is not about labeling or demonizing people. It's about gaining insights into a complex and often misunderstood personality disorder. So, let's set our biases aside, keep an open mind, and get started on our journey to unmask the world of narcissism. As we embark on this enlightening journey, we'd appreciate if you join our community by subscribing to our channel, Real Talk with Tim, for more insightful and educational content. Together, let's learn, grow, and unveil the mysteries of the human mind. What do narcissists really care about? An intriguing question, isn't it? Now let's dive right into the world of narcissism. Picture a person enclosed within a bubble that's reflective on the inside. This bubble is their world, their universe, where they are the sun, around which everything else orbits. This is the narcissist's world, one characterized by a self-centered nature that's so profound it's almost like they are in continual survival mode. Their empathy? Non-existent. Their concern for others? Only in terms of what they can extract from them. It's akin to dealing with someone who might want to care about you, but simply can't. Imagine a scale. On one side is their suffering, their desires, their needs, and on the other side is you. Unfortunately, you barely tip the scale. Their preoccupation with their own needs and suffering is so overwhelming that it clouds their ability to see beyond themselves. You might be a business partner, a family member, or simply someone they know, but in their eyes, you are primarily a resource, a means to an end. It's like they see you as a jar on a shelf, something to be used until it's empty. Then, and only then, will they move on to another jar, another source. They are unable to conjure any empathy, any genuine concern for others because they are too busy dealing with their own internal turmoil. So, what does a narcissist really care about? Well, it's not you or me or anyone else, it's their own self. They are their own prime concern. Their needs, their desires, their suffering take precedence over everything else. The world of a narcissist is like a one-man show, where they are the star, the director, and the audience. They are so engrossed in their own performance that they fail to see the other actors on the stage. So at the heart of it, a narcissist's prime concern is themselves, their needs, their desires, their suffering. After all, in the grand theater of life, they are the only character that truly matters to them. Moving on. The second thing a narcissist cares about is their stuff and possessions. It's almost as if they are playing a never-ending game of Monopoly, accumulating as much as they can, not out of need, but out of a deep-seated fear of scarcity. Their possessions are their trophies, their badges of honor, and they guard them fiercely. Just like a squirrel stashing away nuts for a winter that never comes, narcissists hoard things, stockpile resources, and always want more. They perceive resources to be limited and constantly feel the need to be ahead of the rest. Their possessions are their safety nets, their lifelines. They are like magpies, attracted to anything shiny and valuable. And here's the catch. They don't just want to possess things, they want to control them too. They exert their dominance and power over their possessions, giving them a sense of security and superiority. In essence, the material world holds a firm grip on a narcissist's concern. What's the third thing a narcissist values? Authority and control. Narcissists have an insatiable hunger for power, an appetite that can only be satisfied by ruling their own kingdoms. Picture a monarch sitting atop a grand throne, gazing upon an expansive empire. To a narcissist, this is the ultimate fantasy, the epitome of success. These self-proclaimed kings and queens don't merely wish to be part of a kingdom, they want to own it, to command it, to mold it into their image. They crave the thrill of having others bend to their will, of dictating terms and pulling strings from behind the scenes. It's a game of chess, and they're always aiming for checkmate. But a kingdom is nothing without its subjects. And this is where the narcissist's disdain for those they perceive as beneath them comes into play. In their eyes, others exist merely to serve their needs, to function as pawns in their grand game of power. They view people not as individuals with their own thoughts, feelings, and desires, but as commodities to be used, manipulated, and discarded at will. This need for control extends beyond their immediate sphere. It infiltrates every aspect of their lives, from their personal relationships to their professional endeavors. They strive to dominate conversations, to steer narratives, to be the central figure in every scenario. They demand respect, not through their deeds, but through their sheer presence. However, this obsession with power and control is not born out of confidence or self-assuredness. Rather, it's driven by deep-seated insecurities, by a fear of losing their grip on the reins. They're terrified of appearing weak, of being dethroned and left powerless. To them, losing control is akin to losing their identity. This constant struggle for dominance, this incessant need to be on top, it's exhausting. But to the narcissist, it's a necessary battle, a price they're willing to pay to maintain their carefully constructed world. For in their kingdom, they are the law, the judge, the executioner. They are the be-all and end-all. Thus, authority and control form the third pillar of a narcissist's world. And finally, the fourth thing that matters most to a narcissist is their image and reputation. This is the mirror they hold up to the world, reflecting back a carefully curated version of themselves. A narcissist's image is not just a superficial concern, it's an integral part of their identity. They painstakingly craft this image, choosing each component with meticulous care, be it the clothes they wear, the car they drive, or the company they keep. They surround themselves with symbols of success, like luxury cars, high-status jobs, and influential friends, to project an image of power and prestige. But it's not just about material possessions, it's also about perceptions. A narcissist is obsessively concerned with how they are perceived by others. They constantly monitor and manage their reputation, always ready to defend their image against any perceived threats or slights. To sum it up, a narcissist's image is their crowning glory, the mountaintop of their concerns. So let's quickly summarize what we've learned about what narcissists genuinely care about. First off, narcissists are deeply engrossed in their own world. Their self-interest takes precedence over everything else, leaving little room for empathy or genuine connection. Secondly, they have a particular fondness for material possessions. These tangible belongings are not just objects to them, but symbols of the value they extract from others. The third point revolves around power and control. Narcissists love the authority that comes with ruling their own kingdoms, and they defend their dominions fiercely. Lastly, image and reputation are a narcissist's bread and butter. They go to great lengths to maintain a flattering image, a testament to their self-obsession. Understanding these aspects of a narcissist's world can provide a lens through which to navigate interactions with such individuals. And that, folks, is a look into the narcissist's world. A world centered around self, material possessions, power, and image.